I'm Karen, and this is my partner Wendy, and we're from LiceDoctors. Today we're going to be talking about, can lice go away on its own? Now Wendy, if somebody has a case of head lice and they're itching and they try chemical treatments and the treatments don't work, and then they try again and they're getting really frustrated, can they just eventually say, forget about this, I'm just going to ignore it and hope for the best and hope that the lice get bored and leave my head and I'll be done with it?
Unfortunately not. The lice will never, ever, ever go away on its own. They multiply, and you'll have more and more lice in your hair the longer you ignore it. So this is something that you have to attend to. Okay, you have to remove all the nits, and then you have to have some kind of a follow-up plan which will suffocate the remainder. And you can't just ignore it because it's not going to go away.
How many nits or eggs will a single louse lay in a day?
Like 3 to 6 eggs a day. So you can have hundreds of nits in your hair every month if it's left untreated.
So at LiceDoctors, have you ever gone to a home and found that somebody has hundreds of bugs and eggs in the hair?
Yes, it's unbelievable what we find. I remember one time I went to this home and they had so many bugs in their hair that we couldn't even start getting the nits out because they were so infested. They must have had it for a couple of years. So that was a very, very sad case. We saturated their hair with olive oil and we went back the next day and it was like a different head. We removed everything and never heard back from them again. So they're fine, but it just shows you that if you ignore it, it just gets worse and worse. It won't disappear, they don't die off, they just keep multiplying.
Okay, so if lice go untreated, basically you're going to have a major infestation in your head.
Right, and you're more likely to spread it to somebody else because what you're doing, you're spreading the bugs, okay? And the more you leave it untreated, the more time that passes, the more bugs you're going to have. So if your child hugs another child, there's a really good chance that one of those bugs will crawl off his hair into the other child's hair. So you must take care of it.
And does everybody feel itchy from head lice?
Not always, believe it or not. You would think they would, but a lot of times they're just not itchy.
So in that case, a child could have lice that are reproducing every day and it can go on for a long time without anybody noticing it.
Exactly. You have to keep an eye on your child's hair, especially, when they're of school age, because lice is everywhere. It's in every school. Somebody always has lice, and it's always going to be spread from one head to another.
Okay, well, thank you for answering the question. And if you out there find that your child has head lice, you can try to treat on your own. Bring your child into bright light so you can see what you're doing. But oftentimes parents get very frustrated. We definitely do not recommend chemical treatments. They can be dangerous and the bugs have mutated, so they are no longer vulnerable to these chemicals. LiceDoctors uses all natural treatments and our technicians are very experienced. So rather than taking a chance of your case developing into a major infestation, give us a call and we will send somebody out to treat you today.